Hey everyone, welcome back. Picture this. You're suddenly in 1350, walking through a busy medieval market. You smell smoke from fires, fresh bread, and maybe some herbs. But then, a weird, stinky mix hits you. Like body sweat and animal poop. We've all heard people back then smelled awful, right? They never washed, threw waste everywhere, and lived in filth. But is that true, or just a myth? Today, in How Bad Did People Actually Smell in Medieval Times, we'll bust myths, share fun facts, and make you love your shower more. Let's jump in. The Middle Ages were from about 500 to 1500 AD. Think knights, castles, and the plague. Movies show everyone super dirty, like in funny sketches. But experts say it's not all true. People didn't have modern baths or soap like us, but they tried to stay clean in their own ways. Did they bathe? Yes, but not every day like us. In cities, public bathhouses were popular spots, like hangouts with hot water tubs. People soaked, talked, and relaxed. This was big in England and France until the 1300s plague. After that, some feared hot baths let germs in, so they bathed less. But folks still washed faces, hands and feet daily with basins and cold water. Rich people had private tubs and used soaps from fat or oil, scented with flowers like roses. They washed with water, sometimes with herbs like rosemary or lavender. In towns, there were bathhouses where people could sit in warm water, kind of like an old-style spa. Soap did exist in medieval Europe. It was usually made from animal fat and ashes, and sometimes scented with herbs. It wasn't the soft, colourful soap we know today, but it worked. The streets were the real problem. Without garbage trucks or plumbing, people threw waste outside. Mix in mud, food scraps, and animal droppings, and you've got a recipe for disaster. After rain, it all turned into one big smelly soup. Honestly, walking outside was like playing Guess That Smell. And you never wanted to win. They also wore linen cloths, because linen absorbed sweat and was easier to wash. And to freshen up, they rubbed herbs like lavender or rosemary. Basically, medieval deodorant. Not quite Old Spice, more like old time. Perfumes were big. Nobles used rose water, while others stuffed herbs like lavender in clothes or rooms. Churches used incense, so they smelled nice. For teeth, they rubbed with herb cloths. No mint toothpaste, but it helped breath. Still, even the clean ones carried one smell everywhere. Smoke. Houses had open fires, but no chimneys, so the smoke filled the room. Clothes, hair, even your dog. Everything smelled like a campfire. So if you met a medieval villager, they probably didn't smell rotten, but you'd definitely think, wow, did you just come from a barbecue? Rich folks smelled better. Kings bathed often and changed outfits daily. Peasants worked hard and sweated but washed basics. Women used vinegar for hair to kill bugs and shine. Doctors thought bad smells caused sickness, so people carried scented balls or burned herbs during plagues. Castles had herb floors to cover musty smells. If we time-traveled back, we'd probably hate the smells at first. More body odor, smoke, and animals. But to them, it was normal, like how we ignore car fumes today. Some places, like gardens, smelled great. So, medieval times weren't all stinky. People did their best. Hygiene got better over years. Thank your lucky stars for modern baths. Could you handle a day back then? Comment below. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more history fun. See you next time.